Congratulations, President Trump. Your bold decision to target Iran's nuclear facilities with the awesome and righteous might of the United States will change history. In Operation Rising Lion, Israel has done truly amazing things. But in tonight's action against Iran's nuclear facilities, America has been truly unsurpassed. It has done what no other country on earth could do. History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime the world's most dangerous weapons. His leadership today has created a pivot of history that can help lead the Middle East and beyond to a future of prosperity and peace. President Trump and I often say, peace through strength. First comes strength, then comes peace. And tonight, President Trump and the United States acted with a lot of strength. President Trump, I thank you. The people of Israel thank you. The forces of civilization thank you. God bless America. God bless Israel. And may God bless our unshakable alliance, our unbreakable faith.
There's nothing like hearing about U.S. military strikes from the leader of a foreign country before our own president gets to address the American public. There's nothing like turning on your TV and seeing the prime minister of a foreign country address the American public about what our military just did before our own president. And you know, I like Trump, but the optics, this does not look good. The optics are all the way off here. And Netanyahu, and I call him Netanyahu, he is very pushy, folks. You know, this entire time that Trump has tried to sell this illusion that we're waiting. We don't know if we're going to strike Iran. We're going to wait 2 weeks and see. The whole time Trump was throwing that bluff out there to try to throw Iran off. You know, they decided that they were going to strike Iran well before Trump even said anything about I'm waiting 2 weeks. And if you've been subscribed to my channel, and if you all watched my videos about this stuff, then you know I told you that, and people got mad. I told you guys that the 2 weeks, that was basically some BS. That's basically a bluff. The decision had already been made. So as Trump is putting this 2 weeks information out there to throw Iran off, you know, in order to protect our troops somewhat and to maintain the element of surprise, Netanyahu and Israeli officials have been in Israel telling everyone. And you could go look up the news articles. I've showed you some of the headlines here. They've been telling everyone, don't worry, U.S. is getting involved. We expect the U.S. will strike at any minute. So the writing was already on the wall here. And I told you guys that this was coming over a week ago. Maybe it took a couple of days longer than what we thought. Everyone thought it would probably be around Wednesday or Thursday. But we're here now. And Trump just quickly addressed the nation about this situation. And if you're someone that thinks this is a one-time thing, there's already talks of, oh, well, if Iran does this, we're going to have to strike back. I give it a week before we're striking Iran again. And Iran is threatening that they're going to target all of these U.S. bases. It's going to be, there's just going to be some very interesting times ahead of us, let's just say that. But really quickly, I want to roll this clip of what Trump had to say, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime, Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say, we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Fox News alert. I just spoke to the President of the United States. I have some new information and breaking details to share about tonight's what is historic air campaign. Now, tonight, Iran's nuclear ambitions, they are officially dead. It appears the United States just completely obliterated Iran's top secret Fordow nuclear facility with 6 huge bunker buster bombs. It was originally speculated that you would only need 2. It turns out they used 5 to 6, dropped from America's stealth B-2 bombers. And that's not all. 2 other major Iranian nuclear sites, Natanz and Esfahan, were wiped out with 30 Tomahawk missiles launched by American submarines some 400 miles away. Everyone is out of harm's way for now. That does not mean that American assets in the region are not at risk, and we are monitoring the Iranian response or potential response all throughout the night.
Now, 2 of the nuclear sites that we attacked were already basically destroyed by Israel. So it's like we kind of came in and put the cherry on top just for the hell of it, just for the sake of Israel being able to say that the U.S. joined the war. So anything else that comes after this, the U.S. is involved. And from what the U.S. is reporting, we completely destroyed Fordow. the nuclear site hidden in the mountain in Iran. But from what Iranian officials are saying, which, listen, I'm not saying that I believe them. They're saying that, hey, everything's good. The bombs didn't really work. You know, our nuclear program is still okay. They're claiming that they already moved all of the important stuff away from these sites, which, I mean, they had weeks in advance to go ahead and do that if they wanted to. And that's what they're claiming. And Iran state media is like running news clips showing U.S. bases throughout the Middle East, threatening that they're going to attack our troops that are stationed in random places throughout the Middle East. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
من هدف مشروع ایران هستند. آمریکا با این اقدامی که انجام داد علیه ایران و حریم هوایی ایران را شکست و جنایت علیه ایران انجام داد دیگه جایی در منطقه غرب آسیا نداره. آقای رئیس جمهور آمریکا شما شروع کردید و ما تمومش خواهیم کرد.
So just so we are clear here, regardless of how you feel about this, regardless of what your opinion is, regardless if you're against this or for this, I told you all days ago that the strike was coming. And people said, no, we're not getting involved. And I said, nope, it's coming, folks. It is coming. And then they said, oh, we're not going to get involved. What are you talking about? And now it's, oh, we're involved, but it's a good thing. It's a one-time strike. I am telling you guys now, everyone said I was wrong this entire time. I have been proven right. I am telling you guys right now, this is not a one and done for. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of a new conflict that will drag out for a while. Will it be as bad as Afghanistan and Iraq? I don't know. I'm not saying that we're going to go invade Iran and try to occupy Iran, but it doesn't end here. There will be retaliations, and when Iran retaliates, we'll retaliate, and we'll go tit for tat, and Trump has already stated that. So, over the coming days, we're going to see a lot playing out over there. Mind you, we still got the conflict going on between Russia and Ukraine. And now, I'm telling you right now, China is looking at Taiwan like, now would be a great time. Because the U.S. is now basically at war on two different fronts. We've had to take weapons that we were sending Ukraine, and we've had to divert them to Israel. What does that tell you? That tells you that we are stretched thin. We can't supply Ukraine and at the same time keep up with supplying Israel. So we can't even defend ourselves. We're not ready for another front in some type of conflict with China. And China has their eyes all over several different countries all over the Pacific. They have their eyes on Japan. They have their eyes on the Philippines. They have their eyes on Taiwan. So don't be surprised if you start seeing more moves being made over there. And moves have already been made. I don't report on it much, but I pay attention. China has been getting really aggressive out there in the sea. So go ahead and expect within the next year or so, if we get really entangled over here in the Middle East, which it looks like we will be, go ahead and expect that third front to open up soon. But for now, you guys let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.